Everyone, hope everything is going well. Okay, today the S&P 500 went up 10.5%. And it was all very negative headlines early on in the daytime. And I also highlighted a few things. And I just was posting this a just yesterday from Seth Golden. While people are panicking now, there will be a time to panic. And what Mr. Golden had was percentage of S&P stocks above 20-day moving average at lowest level since 2020 bear market. What happened? That was a buy signal. All right? What is it now? Like you see, excuse me, stocks just like yesterday. It was at a 2. So 2% of stocks above 20-day moving average. In my opinion, that's a contrary indicator. It doesn't matter what the headlines are. We all know, tariffs against China, this and that. Like I saw it, I'm like, holy moly, what will be the bottom? But then I was looking at these indicators and I'm like, hey, there's going to be some sort of reversal, some snapback. Okay, so yesterday my wife got from her, seasonal job, The Economist. She borrowed it from a coworker, and I saw this. It says Runation Day, and I'm like, hold up, this is a buy signal. And I learned, magazine covers, time to buy is when you see stuff like this, in my opinion. I learned this from JC Peret's All-Star Charts. I am subscribed to them, but he's on vacation. So I had to basically navigate on my own. And I didn't really look at the research the past week, but I was just looking for clues, right? This was a clue. This was a clue, right? And I got rid of a lot of my hedges last week. Okay. And my hedges last week, they were like put options that I was buying late last year. I was adding some here and there when volatility went down. So I finally got rid of a lot of them because I was like, hey, look, how low can this go? And should I have kept my put options till 4,800, 4,900? Yeah, I would have made ten to $15,000 more. I regret that, but you're not gonna make money on every trade. I was just able to make sure my portfolio did not get damaged during that downturn, and I held its value. So I'm happy. And then when the markets ripped, I added money to my portfolio, and I was taking money out as well, as a, you know, protection. I'll put it in a bank account so I don't lose it because I do options trading for one of my accounts, and it's very risky. So stuff like that. So yeah, the market's been fluctuating like crazy. I was playing ping pong, and I was thinking, should I put on a trade for a rut option? And I should have because the markets just went bananas while I was playing ping pong. It's like 12 o'clock central, somewhere between 12 and 12:50. I just saw markets go bananas when I got back to my desk. So, everything can change within a blink of an eye. A headline, right? All right, so here's another contrary indicator that I got. I talked to people of all different backgrounds, and even if they have different views than me. So the valedictorian in my high school, he tends to believe a lot of the mainstream media. He's a successful physician, but he's still naive. He told me market is getting destroyed. This is what he said last week. You're getting laid off. And I said, how do you know? 50% tariffs. Your company has to cut biggest expense. Payrolls. It's negotiating. Trump gonna cave. Laugh out loud. No, he will back down. So are you gonna go on Cobra? Or does your wife have good family insurance? I messaged him today. I said, yeah, market's ripped. He did not respond. So it's like there's like a crazy amount of TDS out there. And yes, I'm the one, by the way, that believes we're going to go into a recession. But if everyone's calling for a recession, I'm like, yo, hold up, hold up. I still need to look at what is in front of me, and what's in front of me right now is the fact that sentiment was very negative. A lot of people that had TDS were going unhinged. One of my wife's friend who unfollowed me on my personal Instagram account, she was just bashing Trump left and right. She doesn't have a clue about macroeconomics. And, Trump is all about negotiating. I don't think people watch The Apprentice. Like, you must have not watched The Apprentice. Okay? This is what Trump does all the time. You don't have to like Trump, but like you got to have an unbiased point of view. Okay? And that's what I do. Listen to all, follow no one. The Jain concept of Anikantavada. Just listen to everyone. Listen to their opinion. Doesn't mean you have to agree with them. So it helps when I listen to these people. I'm like, some of the stuff they're saying is crazy. Some people said I should block this guy from high school. I didn't. He still communicates with me, and he thinks I'm crazy. I'm not the crazy one. I don't believe the propaganda of the media. I think for myself. All right. So another thing that was a clue today, a few clues. Trump actually gave um, Trump buy stocks, right? Trump was saying buy stocks. He said to buy stocks. Okay. So then what I was doing is I was looking at the Japanese yen to US dollar index. And I want to look at this yen carry trade because this yen carry trade is very, very important. Let me take a look at. Yeah, so yeah, what I saw was just a 1 day chart of this yen. Or let me look at a month. So just March 26th, yen was at 151. So when the yen weakens, the stock market tends to go higher. So let me try to pull up a chart of S&P 1 month. So March 26th, you're seeing hovering around 560. And then what happened in April? Look at the yen. Yen started to go down. I mean, the yen started to rally. It strengthened. And, I believe the yen is a very important currency. And when the yen strengthens, that is a clue that there's deleveraging going on. And today, what I noticed was that markets were picking back up. And ultimately, the market soared and the yen weakened. And that was the yen carry trade in action. So, this is a concept I want to go over more in depth. But if you just look at the last couple 5 years, right? Just look at where the yen was, 2022. You started to see the yen weaken. When you start to see the yen weaken, you get liquidity into the system, the yen carry trade. No borrow, no low interest rate currency, invest in a higher interest rate currency. Okay. And once you see liquidity drying out, what happens? Boom, liquidity is gone. So, I get it. Markets will be volatile, but what I will be paying attention to, just from a trading perspective, I want to see where the yen goes. Because if the yen right now, if it strengthens like it is right now when it says minus zero point 0.8 or minus 0.77, tomorrow will the markets be down? This is me thinking out loud. Is the market giving a clue if it continues to be like this? Are you going to see selling off? And would that be a buying opportunity afterwards? We shall see if the trend continues, but I do believe that the yen gives you a head start. Tom Brady was excellent as a quarterback because he could read the defenses. He could read what's going on. So as a trader and investor, you have to read financial markets. You got to be like Tom Brady in a way. And you got to ignore the headlines. We all know, there. I mean, you could look at it as a guide, but you could use sentiment. I use sentiment. Sentiment was very negative, but I'm just looking at it as like, hey, look, will tomorrow be another buying opportunity if the yen strengthens? It could be. I mean, I know finance a lot. I know he has controversial views, but he is a very good analyst. But yeah, I follow him very closely. But yeah, this guy was, he hasn't been right all the time, but he does think that the markets may uh, go down tomorrow, but we shall see. It's all speculation. If it goes down, great. I will be buying. And like Forex, the volatility is amazing. I've been able, to take an account with Forex where it was negative. I was losing money, and now I've been regaining money in the Forex account. So it's great. It's good. This volatility has given me more confidence out there in these markets. And, yeah, every day you're not going to have an up day, but the goal is to protect your hard-earned money. And yeah, I'll talk to you later. I'll do more videos later on about this. Anyways, see ya. Bye.